everybody. Welcome to Imbue Your Life. My name is Mary Bue, and I'll be your host on this journey. Imbue is a word that means to infuse, permeate, and inspire. And so the point of this show is to bring in guests and practices that will help imbue and inspire your life with more bliss. So a little bit about me before we get into the depth of our show. I'm a musician and a yoga studio owner. I own a little yoga studio in South Minneapolis called Imbue Yoga. And we have all different styles of yoga and workshops that our guest brings beautifully to our space. I'm also just a little disclaimer that I'm no angel. So I'm not a guru, but I just love this journey of exploring the spiritual path. And I find lots of interesting people to have conversations with to do so. So our guest today, I'm going to read a little bit about her and then we'll introduce her. Her name is Jana Dancyncloud. She's born in the Caribbean of African, Spanish, and Arawak Indian descent. Jana Dancyncloud is a fourth-generation intuitive healer, reader, and channel with a lifetime of experience in the healing and intuitive arena. Born to a Spanish Arawak Indian father and into a maternal family of 3 powerful intuitive healers, readers, channels, mediums, her mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, Jana was exposed to the metaphysical world since birth. Guided by her great-grandmother and trained and mentored by her mother and grandmother, she spent a lifetime working alongside these special women. After their passing, Jana continued their work and to this day still feels their presence, love, and guidance from beyond the divine. With over 40 years of teaching experience, Jana holds an MFA in dance and is a Milagros Energywork master healer and teacher, a Reiki master, certified Spring Forest Qigong practice leader, and a certified massage therapist. A lot of awesome stuff. Presently, Jana teaches Spring Forest Qigong movements and meditation and Milagros Energywork healing classes. She facilitates drum and sound healing circles, does massage therapy and cleansing, and healing treatments for mind, body, spirit wellness. Welcome, Jana.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here today.
I'm so glad you're here. So I met Jana at our studio, and she's been doing these incredible pack the house drum circles, and it's just so fun to have you on this little show of ours.
Thank you.
So I just have a few questions, and then today we're going to do a chakra-focused program. So we're going to do a little bit of yoga postures with Tibetan singing bowls.
Crystal singing
bowls, pardon me. And then we'll do a meditation with those singing bowls as well. But before, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your growing up with those amazing women. If you have any memories you care to share with our audience?
Yes, absolutely. The person I really remember very vividly was my grandmother, because she was quite a character. But she also had an amazing ability to really work with herbs and plants and being able to treat the whole body, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. So basically, people in town that could not afford to go to the doctor would go to her. So you can call her, quote unquote, the local witch doctor.
Cool.
So she was a doula, and she had great abilities to actually, if a child was being born breech, to be able to turn the child in the womb to be born properly.
Amazing.
She also worked with a woman for about 2 years who could not conceive children, and she put her on some sort of treatment of herbs to eat or put in her food, teas, special teas that she would actually concoct for her, and she got pregnant after 2 years.
Wow.
So she was very amazing, quite a disciplinarian, because she wanted me to follow in her footsteps. But I was a preteen that was pretty rebellious, and I decided that no siree, I was not going to do anything with herbs or plants. Wow. I was okay with working with the stones and crystals that my mother was working with at that time. But I regret it now, because it's a knowledge that's been lost. It was something that was in my family for generations. But I don't have to tell you that teenagers are sometimes a little stubborn.
Yeah, I sure was. And that's why I say I'm no angel. Wonderful. Well, I'm so glad that you were able to take some lessons, so many lessons from your mother and grandmother. And on your beautiful website, by the way,
Thank you.
You mentioned that you're a curandera. Did I say that okay?
Yes, you did. Well, a curandera is basically people that, most of them I would say are within the South America, Central America, Mexico, the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. It's a healer that works with plants, with herbs, with flowers, mm-hmm. with stones. It works with nature, mm-hmm. works with divine energy, earth energy, and with heart energy, which is really love energy. So, and curandera means, it comes from the word curar, which means to heal. Ooh. So the ending curandera is basically for female, and if it's a male, it's curandero.
Okay. So exciting. What are some of the techniques that you like to use? I know that we're going to be doing crystal singing bowls, and you do massage with hot stone, and can you talk a little bit about what inspires you to work with those techniques? Or
well, massage was something that my great-grandmother used to do, and also my grandmother. There was a specific stomach massage that they would do for women that were having problems with menstruation or any sort of reproductive problems that they were having. They were very much into that. And in fact, it's something that I do in massage where women come to me mm-hmm. and request it. It's something that I do in the massage. I work with hot stones, mm-hmm. and I work the hot stones not only with, I work with the aromatherapy and the oils, and I energize the stone and meditate with the stones before I actually put it in the water to heat them. I do Milagros Energywork, healing technique, as I am doing the massage. So it's really quite a complete type of massage when I work in this modality.
I want one. And Milagros, you had mentioned to me before we started filming that that's a lineage passed down from your family by word of mouth, and you, what made you decide to bring that into your sphere?
Well, actually, it wasn't called Milagros.
Okay.
It was just called healing energy.
Okay.
Okay. La fuerza, she would call it la fuerza, which means force or the energy. Basically, I was the one that called it Milagros Energywork because when I started teaching it, people would ask me, well, what do you call this?
Okay.
And I could not use a Hispanic term in order to describe it, so I dedicated to my grandmother, whose name was Milagros. Oh. So basically, Milagros Energywork is something that is traditionally comes from Africa.
Okay.
Okay, and my grandmother was a Yoruba woman. We're talking about the west coast of Africa. She was brought in the ship into the Caribbean, specifically Cuba. And she was in a plantation, working not in the fields, but she was working inside the house like a nanny to the kids, okay, and a housekeeper. And so the owner of the plantation became so fond of her that he decided to give her freedom, and so he built her a little house on next to the house where they lived, and she stayed there. And basically, the energy itself is something that is transmitted to the firstborn female of the family, okay? I never had children, mm-hmm. so I thought basically it was going to die with me because it's not something that I was going to be teaching anybody else to do. But in one of my meditations, I was reached by my own guides, and they told me that it was necessary that I taught others the technique, that I did not have to advertise it, that people would come to me because of the work itself. So if you notice, you never see an advertisement mm-hmm. for it. And it's something that basically it's word of mouth. Mm-hmm. There are no books, there are no workbooks. You learn it by doing it, by watching, and just practicing it, basically. I find that the healers that have stayed, very few people stay for the long run because it's actually a very rigorous study. You have to work on yourself on a daily basis. You have to practice on a daily basis. Plus, you have to take classes and go to the circles. It's all part of the education. When I was learning how to do the work, I did it every day. And I worked on myself every day. And it's the only way that actually it's something that, since there's nothing to read, no workbooks, no homework, this is your homework. This is how you develop it. The benefits of it is that it actually develops you. It brings about spiritual transformation. It changes your perception. It changes your awareness. It brings out your spiritual gifts. And I think the main thing about the work that really impresses me is that it really opens up that heart chakra to compassion and love and forgiveness.
Well, I have felt that in your offerings at our studio, and your healers too they feel very heart-centered and compassionate. Yes, and so
they are.
Yeah, I definitely can feel that from the work you're all doing. So I'm really glad that you're bringing it out into the world.
Thank you.
And I think that's a nice segue to talk about the chakras a little bit, and just give, people who might not be familiar with chakras, what are they?
Well, they're these spheres of energy that are present within the body. There's about 144 or 141 chakras in the body, but it's the 7 primary ones that really come along, what I'm going to say, the conception vessel. Now I'm talking about Chinese medicine.
Yep.
So it's around the conception vessel and the governing vessel that comes on the back. So we have chakras in the front. They're like a funnel, so the funnel is smaller when it's closer to your body, and it opens out away from the body. And a lot of the light that people see emitting around the body really actually comes from the chakras, and we already know those are the auras. So that's basically what the chakras are. So there are about 7 in totality. You have 1 on your tailbone, which is your root chakra. Then you have 1 2 inches below your belly button, which is your sacral. Then your solar plexus, which encompasses the stomach area where your organs of digestion are. Then you have your heart chakra, which is right in the, right in the chest. And then you have your throat chakra. Third eye, which is actually your intuition, and then your crown chakra, which is your connection to divine.
Beautiful. And our audience is seeing our gorgeous chakra vision board behind us. So thank you for breaking that down. What brings you bliss in your daily life?
Well, I do a lot of meditation, Qigong, and on a daily basis, I do a self-healing with Milagros Energywork. That keeps me very balanced, and it keeps me very blissful.
Awesome. So if you miss that, you don't miss a daily practice?
Never. No, I can't, because I do a lot of healing.
Yeah.
So in order to keep that balance and to help my clients,
For sure.
I do have to.
Absolutely. Well, that's super motivating for us to hear and inspiring. And then at Imbue Yoga, myself and Jana are doing on April 10th. Was that what we agreed on?
Yes.
We're doing a longer version of what we're going to show for you to hear today. Yoga in relation to the chakras, and then crystal singing bowl meditation. So let's dive into that. Thank you so much for listening to our interview, and it's so fun to talk to you. We could just talk forever.
Yes, totally.
I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We are here to guide you through a yoga and singing bowls, chakra-focused meditation, and tiny yoga sequence. Feel free to practice along with me. These postures are fairly gentle, but if you have any injuries, please be sure to move very slowly, and of course, ask your health professional before practicing yoga. So we'll just get started focusing a little bit on the breath, sitting comfortably. You don't have to sit half lotus. Allow sitting in a way that your spine can be nice and tall. Maybe let your eyes close or your gaze soften. And just begin by coming into stillness and bringing your awareness to your breath. Feel the rising and falling of the ribs and belly. Allow your belly to be soft. Sending your inhale down. And maybe lightly drawing your belly in towards your spine as you exhale. And start to bring your awareness to the crown of your head. And imagine that there's a beautiful clear channel coming all the way down from the center of your body, right through the crown of your head. Maybe a crystal clear channel of light. And feel a glowing light, or visualize or imagine a glowing light at the top of your head. And then visualize the spectrum of the rainbow moving from purple to dark blue to light blue to green to yellow, orange, and red. Just kind of visualize that rainbow coming down the center of your body, just a little bit in front of your spine. And then we'll get into some movement to start to wake up those colors, the chakras. So whenever you're ready, transition to your back and start lowering on down. And when you arrive there, bring your knees towards your chest. Take a giant inhale, feel the lungs expand, and we'll start to visualize red for our root chakra. As you exhale, draw your knees towards the chest. Knees can go wide. Feel the glowing area right by the tailbone. Visualize the color red for the earth. And as you inhale, let the knees rock away. Exhale, draw your knees back in, still visualizing the color red, listening to the sound of that chakra with the crystal bowl. And then allow your feet to drop down by your sides, hands by your sides. Plant your feet firmly on the mat. Keep your gaze up at the ceiling. We'll move into the sacral chakra. Start to visualize the color orange. This is our center of creativity, sexuality, possibility. On your inhale, lift the hips, pressing into the feet, coming into bridge pose. On your exhale, slowly lowering down, feeling that orange glow, like a little fire. Inhaling again, lifting the hips. And exhale to lower. And just take a moment to feel that whole orange glow, possibility, creativity flowing through your body. And then eventually we'll transition to kneeling, rolling on over. Moving slowly, take your time. Lifting up onto your knees and shins. Feeling the color yellow right at the solar plexus. This is our center of personal power and will. Inhale, big sweep of the arms, feeling that yellow glow. And as you exhale, folding forward, hands can come to your thighs, tucking in, letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, lift back up onto the knees. Feel that yellow burst at the solar plexus, big sweep of the arms. And exhale one more time. This is Thunderbolt pose, Vajrasana. Beautiful. Inhaling, coming back to kneeling, moving up into our heart chakra. I'm going to turn sideways. Take one leg out in front of you and balance on that opposite knee. You can put a blanket under your knee if you want. Hands come right to your heart center. Starting to feel a glowing, warm green. Maybe it's a forest green. Some people even might feel pink. Those colors are interchangeable. They go well together for the heart chakra. So we inhale, let your arms open wide and expand the chest. As you exhale, coming back to neutral, bringing your hands back to your heart. Inhale again, coming forward, opening up the heart center. And exhale, bringing it back. And then I would have you switch legs for the sake of time. We will not do that. Coming back to our hands and knees. Going to bring our hands down and start to lower all the way onto your belly. Coming to your elbows, spreading your fingers wide. And as you inhale, expand the chest. Lift the chin a little bit, coming into our throat chakra. So we're feeling and visualizing a light blue. This is our center of expression. Our voice. As you inhale, lift the chest, gently lift the chin, keeping the back of your neck long. Staying with the inhale, feeling expansion. And then starting to slowly walk your way back to hands and knees. Finding yourself in table pose. Moving into our third eye chakra, feeling the color indigo. Taking a big inhale. Exhaling, floating back, hips towards your heels. Maybe you want to widen the knees out. Lowering down and seeing maybe you can bring your forehead to the floor, or maybe stack the palms or the fists right in the center of your forehead, the center of intuition. Feel light pressure on the center of your forehead, staying there to breathe into it. From here, we'll take maybe your favorite posture, final posture in many Western yoga classes, very important, Shavasana. Gonna lay and rest on your back and just allow all those postures to integrate into your body. Coming into the crown chakra and feeling a sense of white light permeate your entire body. Feeling circulation, maybe a little bit of tingling. See if you can release effort and just feel that white light coming through all the colors to brightness. And from here, we'll transition to meditation.
We're beginning our meditation now with the crystal singing bowls. Let's focus on that first chakra, which is the root chakra. Breathing deeply in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Focus the energy on that first chakra. See the color red. And let's chant the word LAM, L-A-M. Inhale and exhale. On the next one, inhale. And moving up into the sacral area. Inhale and exhale. Inhaling through the nose, out through the mouth. Envisioning the color orange in that chakra. And we're going to chant the word VAM, V-A-M. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. VAM. Moving up into the solar plexus. Envisioning the color yellow. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to chant the word RAM, R-A-M. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Moving into the heart chakra. Envisioning the color pink for unconditional love and green for healing. We're going to chant the word Yam, Y-A-M. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Going into the throat area. Inhale and exhale. Seeing that color blue. We're going to chant the word Ham, H-A-M, Ham. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Moving into the third eye with the color indigo. Inhale and exhale. We're going to chant the word hum, H-U-M. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hum. Bringing the energy into the crown chakra. Envision the color white or lavender. We're going to chant the word Om. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. Bringing the hands together in prayer position. Thank you for joining us for this meditation, and namaste.